Hi, day 3 of my new business plans, and so today I've applied for a NatWest bank account. That's where I bank personally, and I've been banking there for quite a long time. And one of the issues at the moment is that a number of banks are saying, because of restrictions imposed by COVID, they're not able to open bank accounts for people who are not already customers of the bank. And even at NatWest are saying, well, it may take longer than usual anyway. So that's one issue at the moment. But the main reasons were because they give you this free accounting software called, I think, Free Agent. It's not free. I mean, it's you can have it for free as long as you're a bank customer. That connects to HMRC, because now you have to have accounting software that will connect to HMRC for submitting your reports and so on like that. So that's a factor to take into account. And getting that free kind of offsets what will be some of the banking fees after 18 months when they kick in. So at least for the first couple of years, that seems like quite a good option. And it should provide quite good integration with the bank account, and it seems to be quite highly rated. So that's good. I'm just walking the dogs at the moment, that's why there's all kind of noises going on. In terms of other things, in terms of actually building the thing, I'm reading Russell Brunson. You might have seen his name on all kinds of adverts. Come on, doggies. Philip, Archie, come on. I think sometimes Archie can get a bit too amorous with other doggies, unfortunately, even though he's been done. Russell Brunson, you might have seen adverts from everywhere. If you've put in internet marketing or anything like that in the search engine over the last year or so, he spends a lot of money on advertising. And one of his products is a £7 product, which is like it's basically a book that takes apart 114 or so lead funnel or funnels, sales funnels. Now the funnel is basically the term, or sales funnel is basically the term for a load of steps which get someone from being a potentially interested person to sign up for something, maybe free, or buy something at a low cost, and then gradually you, by a series of steps, you introduce them to paying more for more things. And so these are called sales funnels. And so I'm reading his book, and he's very clear. It's actually very good written stuff. I'm not going for his product called ClickFunnels, not at this stage anyway, because that's quite expensive. It's £300 a month, which may not be a lot when you're earning a lot, but to start off with, that's quite a lot. So I'm looking for a cheaper solution, especially one I don't have to outlay a large amount each month. But first of all, but his education stuff seems to be very good, and he writes very well. So that's what I recommend. I've looked at quite a few internet marketing videos and so on like this, and it's something I've been studying, for quite a while, really. One thing I've seen, which is very interesting, is an a review of a product called Geru, Geru, and I'll show you that at another date. I'll show you me using it at another date. Now, what this does, this helps you helps you plan your sales funnel. So it's not just a charting tool, because it has like a calculator in it. So you can put in it what it costs per click, for example, for leads coming in, people clicking through to your landing page. You can put in through what your expected conversion rate is, or what the industry standard conversion rates are, and depending on what choices they make. So you can build this thing, but it's not just a pretty map that records what you've got or what you're creating. It will also do the calculations to work out, are you likely to make money from this at the end of the day, once everything's fed through the system. Which way are you going? This way. And so that's quite valuable. But also I'm finding it's quite helpful because it's got all these little models which are of the right type for creating landing pages and sales funnels. It's very helpful in creating the design. So that's what I'm doing at first. So that's a fairly considered way of doing a sales funnel. Help me plan it all, and it will give you a list of tasks you need to do at the end, so you can tick them off, and that's helpful too. All the little bits you need to create and so on for it all to work. Now the next thing I'm going to be looking at is software. Well, I'm already looking at this actually, and that's software to create all the landing pages. So at the moment I'm looking at Thrive Themes. They've got some interesting looking stuff. So and that works on WordPress. Now some people avoid WordPress websites, but WordPress is quite big. I think it powers, I've forgotten how much it is yet, but it's a high percentage of websites are built with WordPress. And
work from home.
I'm not sure what percentage of traffic ends up at WordPress websites. That could be a completely different figure. But there's quite a lot to help you build a funnel system with WordPress, a good sales funnel with WordPress. So that's the next thing I'm looking at. And other things I'm going to need to look at are, because I've already got my own hosting account anyway, other things I'm going to need to look at are mail systems to integrate with all the landing pages, and the shopping cart with a payment processor. So that's a few more bits. And this is before we even get to the product. Because one of the interesting things I learned, really, going through all the marketing stuff and business stuff, is that you do the marketing first and then create the product. Of course, the conventional way of doing things is to create the product and then think, right, how am I going to sell this? But you really need to think of a product in fact, really, all product design should be marketing-led, really. You need to think, who's your target market for this? What would they need? And how can I sell it to them? And so you then design your products for the back end of that process, as it were. So that's the way I'm going about this. I know who my first target market is. I'm going to have two products to start with. One's going to be like a low-cost or free report on some disastrous mistakes people make in this particular circumstances. And then that will lead on to some of them, a percentage of them, buying a much more detailed how to do it properly book or guide or pack, kit, whatever the magic word is. So that's where I'm heading. So I've applied for my business account, and I've been looking at playing with Gero. I've paid for it outright because you can pay for it monthly, but that really doesn't make sense. It's far more sensible to just pay for it outright. And I've gone for the most expensive option, which is $164. So that's about £130 in sterling at the moment. But that's a one-off lifetime fee. So that to me seems to be quite good. So I'll show you some of that next time I get around this on my desk, and let's see where we go from here. Okay, over and out. And I look forward to telling you some more progress tomorrow.